why you should never refriend anyone. So, a little backstory on how I met this friend. We're going to call her Kendall for the sake of this story. So, I met Kendall on social media, and me and her started off as regular friends. Like, you know, that's my sis. We eventually started being best friends. So before me and her initially started being best friends, I was best friends with this other girl, and she was on some weird stuff. Like, she was trying to take my friend Kendall from me while she was my best friend. So basically me and her stopped being friends because that was weird, and Kendall ended up being my best friend. So sometimes it's cool to meet people on social media and be friends with them, but now that I look back, and basically me and her basically was cool based off like her situation she was messing with, and my boyfriend, they was like in the same gang, basically, educational purposes only, just in case they try to, you know. But yeah, so me and her best friends or whatever, right? And we was best friends for a good little minute, y'all. So she ended up finding out some very how am I trying to say this? She ended up finding out some news, basically, because I don't want to even say it, really. And it was something that was very, like, emotional for real for her. And I understood why she was mostly in her head and stuff like that, and we wasn't talking as much like that no more. For a little period of time, this was happening. So I was being very understanding, you know, like, you know, I'm not finna be, you know, pressing nothing or trying to see, oh, why you not talking to me, this, that, and the third, because I knew what was up. So y'all, basically my ex-boyfriend died when he was 21, right? And they had like this party they threw. So they threw this party, his friends and stuff, and I was there, and her situationship was there. Y'all come back for.
Now I don't know if he passed away because of that fucking gang, or maybe natural causes or something. But at 21, I'm just gonna associate it to it was probably the gang. Why y'all want to fuck with niggas that be in gangs and shit? Y'all want to fuck with some niggas who got some money, who be working, who work 40 hours a week, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, why the fuck you want to fuck with somebody in the gang? Fuck with somebody who getting some money. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck with somebody who about some business. Fuck with the nigga in the suit and tie. What's going on with y'all, ladies? Y'all be loving the bad boy. Y'all love that shit, boy. Until the bad boy, like the story times we be hearing, till the nigga knocking your ass out.
Welcome back, y'all, to part 2 of why you should never refriend anyone. So if you haven't already, go back and watch part 1 so you're not asking me questions about what's already been answered. So y'all, basically, we at this party, right? And everybody drinking, you know, and he is trying to low-key get on that with me. So I wasn't even like trying to exaggerate it to her when I told her, because it was nothing really to exaggerate, but it was like, I know when somebody trying to hop down. So basically we was walking around the party, and I didn't see him until like maybe like 10 minutes into the party, maybe, or something like that. But when I was standing over like in the crowd of people, because they was shooting a video shoot and stuff too, when I was standing in the crowd of like where they was shooting a video shoot, but I was trying to get away from it to get out the way or whatever, he was walking this way and I'm walking this way. So he stops me trying to talk to me or whatever. So I'm like, hey, what's up? You know, but he trying to joke around and play fight with me, like play with me and stuff. So in my head, I'm like, none of that. So like, I'm looking at him like I'm standing on business. Like, this ain't that. I was not even trying to be too friendly or even a little friendly, really. I ain't gonna lie. Because honestly, I was around a whole bunch of girls, a whole bunch of people that I don't know how y'all, you know, act or something. You know, like, y'all could have tried to go back to my best friend, like, oh, yeah, girl, she was trying to talk to your man, or she was on that with him or something. So I literally, once I left that party, I told her about it. I believe it was that night or the next day. So she ends up confronting him about it, I believe. And y'all, she starts acting even more weird to me. Like, when I tell her this, like, she was acting real weird. And I couldn't really put my finger on it, but then again, I could, because I'm like, I did just tell her this, like her boo was trying to low-key get on that with me. She could be having a little bit of animosity or something. But I really didn't want to see it like that. So, y'all, basically, me and her ends up talking or whatever, right? And we texting and stuff. So, mind you, I was still kind of mourning the loss of my boyfriend that had just passed. This was when I was 19. So, I'm drinking more than usual, than I would usually do, because I wasn't really a big drinker. I just really, So, me and her texting one day, and I'm at my sister's house because I was living with my sister at the time. And we chilling or whatever, drinking, sipping, And so I asked her, like, hey, what you doing? And she told me what she doing. And she was like, how about you? And I was like, oh, I'm sitting here drinking with my sister. Y'all, what came out of her mouth in that text message, I was like, oh, I didn't know you felt like that. So basically, I told her, I was like, oh, I'm drinking with my sister. She was like, oh, I kind of figured that. Well, excuse me.
What does that mean?
Because in my head, I'm like, damn, like, it kind of hurt me a little bit. Like, I had a little weird feeling in my chest. Like, that kind of hurt my feelings. So, I didn't really let it be known that it hurt my feelings. But it was like, she didn't see nothing wrong with what she said. And that was the problem. But come back. Welcome back, y'all, to part 3 of why you should never refriend anyone. So, if you have not already, please go back and watch the other 2 parts so you are caught up. So, where we left off was when she made the comment she made and basically disregarded my feelings. And we, like, just stopped talking, really, for real. Like, we really was not texting. I think I ended up just unfriending her and blocking her number. And she knew what she did. Because literally like a year or 2 later, I believe, she ended up inboxing me on Instagram and was like basically apologizing for everything and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, like, I felt real connected to this girl, but I'm not gonna lie, when I first like started hanging out with her for real, her energy reminded me of somebody I used to be friends with. And right then and there is when I honestly should have stopped being friends with her. But me trying to see things through, like, oh, maybe she different. And she was definitely different in a lot of ways. She was definitely a reciprocal friend when it came to gestures and stuff like that. Being somebody to talk to. But overall, y'all, we gonna get into the rest. So basically, time goes by. We and her end up being cool again. So we become back friends. We have the whole link up where, you sit and talk about what went wrong the last time. And, if y'all got any issues, to put it out there on the table. So we cool, everything going real good for a little bit. So I was dealing with this dude, right? And we gonna call him, I almost just said his real name. But we gonna call him Mark. So I was messing with this dude named Mark, and Kendall was mutual friends with a girl on Facebook that was Mark's ex, or is Mark's ex. So basically, I believe the girl that she was friends with on Facebook knew me and Mark was messing around, and she knew that me and Kendall was friends. So this girl basically was like trying to be messy and stuff. She was like commenting under Kendall's stuff, like basically trying to get my attention. Like, I peeped it, but it didn't really have my attention because I kind of didn't care for real. Because it was just like, you irrelevant. But anyways, I digress. So basically, the girl is commenting under Kendall's stuff and stuff like that, and she showed me, and she's showing me or whatever, like, yeah, she comments under my stuff, this, that, and the third. Personally, if that was me, I wouldn't have replied, because I already know why you commented under my stuff, and it's like you trying to be funny to get my friend's attention. It just gave weird, like, she was trying to get close to my friend, my best friend, to get some info on me and Mark. Okay. So she shows me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm telling her, like, oh, we just gonna let her think stuff is all cool or whatever. And I should have never said that because I'm the type of person, I do be needing time to think on stuff, and I should have thought on it. So basically, later on, I brought it back up, and I was like, I kind of find it weird how you responded to this girl all friendly and stuff, knowing the situation at hand. But was I in the wrong for not speaking my mind when it first, occurred? Yes, I was. But y'all, come back. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to part 4 on why you should never refriend anyone. Okay, so if you have not, please go back and watch the other 3 parts so you are caught up and you're not asking me questions about what I've already answered. So, also, while you're here, follow me. So she makes this post, right? Mind you, I am a OF creator, and it was like something. It was rumors going around that I was.
She on OnlyFans. Oh shit.
Selling. You know what?
Selling pussy. It was a rumor that she was selling pussy. She's scared to say it. I ain't scared to say it. Let me see what she say about the rumor though. What about it?
And it wasn't true. I've never done that.
Okay.
So yeah, that was like a whole little thing for a little minute or whatever. And me and her was talking about me being a creator, and she was basically saying like, yeah, I don't care that you do that. Like, you do what you want to do. That's my son in the background. Also, for story purposes, I do not create content with other creators in that way. I only create it by myself. But so since that stuff was going around, that was like a whole little thing or whatever. Me and her was like talking about it, breaking it down or whatever. I basically said like, it's not true. I don't do that. I just do content. So y'all could say like I'm delusional and I'm just doing too much, right? But I'm a very energetic person. Like I feel energy on a very strong level. So she makes this post on her Instagram, right? I think it was only in her close friends. And she was like, pretty and not R through. Now, do I see myself
pretty and not ran through?
Is R through? No. But listen. So when she posted this, I hearted it, right? We ain't talked that whole day, but then she ends up texting me. It was the energy I got off of the message. And y'all could just sit here and look at me crazy and be like, girl, you're just doing too much. You're doing too much. That's fine. That's fine, baby. I stand 10 toes by myself. But when I get a feeling, I get a feeling. And I know. Like, I'm not stupid. So I was like, it's crazy how she want to text me now after posting that. And it was just like, I feel like she was throwing shade at me. But like I said, y'all could come against me in the comments and be like, girl, you're just doing too much and you was delusional. That's fine. But so y'all, boom, right? Me and her ends up basically talking about everything. So I bring up how I feel like she was trying to throw shade at me. And how, the situation at hand with the girl or whatever was weird. So mind y'all, I'm sending her long voice notes. Like I'm talking about like 3-4 minutes. And I'm sending multiple of them too. So basically, I'm sending her all these voice messages because we basically talking, right? Mind you, she didn't send none back yet. I just sent like a whole bunch. So she's responding to them. Mind you though, I kid you not. If I'm lying, God strike me right now. Y'all, I literally said to myself, I said, I bet you when she sends these voice notes, she finna be real confrontational. Don't mind my son yelling, y'all. He is okay. He just yelling for something he wants. So, boom. I done sent like 4 or 5 voice messages, right? She goes to send her voice messages. Y'all, this is how she starts her voice message off. I kid you not. Okay, so that right there, right when that came out her mouth on that voice message, I said, to myself. I said, yep. And you know what? It needed to happen because it needed to bring it out. So basically, she goes on saying, like, you should have said something because I already asked you, did you mind it, this, that, and the third. Oh, and she was like, I feel like I have to walk on eggshells around you. Are you saying I'm too real for you? I'm just playing. But no, I'm just like, dang, like, do I keep it that 100 that you know what I'm saying? But feeling like you gotta walk on eggshells is crazy. Just don't be shady and don't be weird. Now, like I said, I was definitely in the wrong for not speaking up about the situation with the girl. Like, that was just weird to me, and I knew it felt weird to me, and I should have just spoke my mind. But instead, I didn't, and I had that bad. But I don't condone that no more with myself. Like, I'm a person now, like, right when somebody, says something wrong to me or do something I don't like, I say something right then and there. Because all it leads to is it piling up, right? And then other stuff could be transpiring, and then now motherfucker looking at you like you crazy. So, y'all, she basically gets all confrontational and she's like going off in the voice messages. Mind you, I think I only listened to that first voice message, and the rest of them that she was sending, baby, I didn't respond. All I responded was that, it really hurts my feelings to like cut cords with you, not be friends with you. I admitted my wrongs. Y'all was literally, I had the teary, scratchy voice, like, because I was finna cry as I was sending that last voice message to her, because I basically was ending the friendship. Like, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that she was just so quick to be confrontational with me, it just showed me like you was waiting for that. You was. And that just goes to show you never refriend nobody. The first time somebody disregards your feelings, don't ever mess with them again. Ever. And where I messed up at was like, I started back telling her my business immediately. So I told her about, excuse me. I told her about me and Mark, right? And what was going down with us and stuff. Mind you, me telling her that could have easily got back to the other girl. Like, but it was like, I don't really care. But a friend today can be an enemy tomorrow. I promise y'all nothing is wrong with him. He does this all the time where he cries for something and gets mad because he can't get it. So yeah, that is the end of this story time on why you should never refriend anyone, and always speak up when somebody do something to you. Like, ladies, anytime a female is weird to you or does some weird stuff, say something right then and there. If you feel a certain way about something, say something right then and there. Because I promise you, even in the past with my other friendships, girl, I was seen as so delusional, but that's some whole other stories.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really give a fuck about befriending a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a little different. Like, I'm kind of like my mom when it comes to that shit. Like, my mom don't really got a lot of friends. My mom, like, growing up, my mom wasn't taking no motherfucking girl trips or trying to hang out with motherfuckers. Like, my mom was a stay-at-home mom who took care of her fucking kids. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, I got that from her. Like, she's not really, like, social like that. She can be, but, like, she's not quick to befriend a motherfucker like me either. Like, I don't give a fuck about making friends because of shit like this, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful who you tell your business to, because motherfuckers use the shit against you, and then they go. It's just a whole bunch of messiness. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on who your friends is and shit. But I think niggas, we have less of that than girls do. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know girls be, y'all be, what I'm talking about. But yeah, she knows she shouldn't have befriended her ass. You know what I'm saying? Or refriended her ass. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I'm really just like a loner. I ain't really got too many. I got a couple of people that I fuck with. Like, I don't even know if I'm on two hands, like, on motherfuckers that I fuck with, like, fuck with, like, and I'm cool. I'm cool by myself. It's less drama. It's less stress. Shit, it's quiet over here and everything. Shit. Appreciate you for tuning in and rocking with me, man. It's your boy Ray. Big play. Peace. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below.